Stampers, Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach, and today I'm here as a guest artist for Split Coast Stampers, and I wanted to show you how to do paper molding. I am going to literally have paper come to life. So let me just show you a couple of examples. This is the card that we're going to do today, and this card has just so many layers, but you don't have to get that crazy about it. You can do just single layers, and let me just show you what I mean by that. Here's two cards that I did with a butterfly, and these are just one layer cards. This one happens to have a lot of journey media on there, or mixed media on there, and it is just beautiful. It's an easel card, so you can enjoy it on your desk for a lifetime. It's just beautiful. But again, the butterfly here is only one layer. I am going to show you how to do multiple layers just so that you can go from easy to more difficult all in one step. And then I have a tiger lily that I used, and I did 2 layers on this one. So we went from the butterfly to the 2 layers to this one right here that has multiple layers. So let's get started. We're going to, like I said, we're going to do the flower part of it now. So what I do is I look at a stamp, and this one comes from the Embroidered Rose. I look at a stamp and I see how many times I can dissect it. So with this one, you've got the inside piece, and then you've got an outer side piece and an outer side piece. So like I said, I like doing this one because I can have so many different pieces to it. So let's get started. You need a lot of scrap paper, and I just take old pieces that I've had and I stamp on them. So this was just scrap paper from a project that I did, and I'm using these. The first thing that I want to do is I want to cut out, stamp and cut out one of the main roses. So the main rose, let me just show you this. It's the full rose right here. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each little piece. So the first piece is going to be the innermost part of the flower, and that would be this one right here. So I call this one number 2. All right. So let me show you how I did this piece, and all the rest of them are done exactly like that. I'm just going to take my scrap right here. I'm going to take the full rose and just concentrate on that little piece right there in the middle. Now for these, I did color them in. You definitely do not have to, because this already has a lot of shading to it, but I wanted to use my pan pastels and color it in just a little bit. And the way I did that was to just pick up the pastel, and for this part right in here, I don't care about the rest of it, but this part right in here, what I'm going to do is take where the lines are really skinny. That's going to be where the most concentrate of my pan pastel is, and just kind of do the inside right here, because the inside of the rose is always darker than the outside because it doesn't get as much light, all right, and it's still opening up. So what I did was I just kind of feathered it out. It's that fast. So I did that on each piece, all right? So let me just take this part of the rose, and I'm going to leave this here so you can actually see it, all right? I'm going to leave this part right over here, and we're going to take this and I'm going to show you how to mold the paper. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this, and the reason it's on a long piece of paper is because I'm going to start folding it. I'm going to accordion fold it. So let's grab our little crease tool, because you want to make sure you got some good creases so it doesn't pop up on you, all right? And they don't have to be perfect, they don't have to be exact. We just want to make sure that this piece right here has 3 layers to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to add my glue. You want to make sure when you add your glue that you get it on all the edges, all right? Because you don't want this glue to be, or this piece to be unglued where you're going to cut. All right, so I'm going to add that glue there, and then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to add it right here. You see, I'm getting it from edge to edge so that when I glue it together, the entire piece is absolutely glued together. Now, this is going to be the inside piece. Let me grab my rose. That's going to be this inside piece right here, all right? So I have 3 layers of this. I am going to take it, I'm going to just cut around, and I leave a little bit of the white when I cut. That's up to you. You need to do this right away. I can't stress that enough. I can't do this piece and then the next piece and then the next piece and then go back and cut them out. You need to have this glue wet in order for it to be molded, all right? So I stamped one, I colored one, and now I'm going to cut it out, all right? So I'm just leaving a little bit of white in there, all right? A little bit of an edge all the way around, just like that, all right? And then I'm just, like I said, I'm just cutting out the center piece right here. There we go. All right? It's that fast. This is not a hard card. When my club did this, they just went nuts. All right, so now while it's still wet, we're going to take and we're going to actually mold it. This one doesn't have too much molding to do because it's the centerpiece and we don't want it to stick up too much. So that's all I'm going to do. Basically what I did was just give it a little bit of a little edge. You see how that kind of rolls around just like that? See that? Isn't that kind of neat? All right, we're going to set that aside to let that dry now that we have it molded. So number 3 would be this piece right here. So that was the one that I stamped on the outside. So we're going to work on this piece right here. All right, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to fold this. And every single one of these is going to be done the exact same way. All right, this is just scrap paper, so it's nothing special. I just made sure that I got all of my pieces onto the piece that I'm working on fits onto one little piece right here. Now, I want to keep a little bit of this so that I have something to glue it to. So I'm going to concentrate on that and just leave a little bit of extra. Let me show you what I mean by that. So this one is going to be the really pretty one. I'm going to leave a little bit of white space around it, just like this. All right. Cutting it. Remember, it's still wet. You can feel it because it's a little bit cool, and that's how you know that it's still very wet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut into this and leave that because I want to be able to have something to glue as a little tab. All right, now this is still wet, so what I want to do is I want to mold it now. So that's this piece right here. Do you see how it's nice and light here and it's dark in here? So when it's dark, that's going to be the crevice, and where it's light, it's going to pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift it up like this. I'm going to put my finger right here so it just kind of divots that in. This we want to leave flat because that's going to go onto my base right underneath here. Let me see. Here we are. This is actually the one that I'm working on right now. So that's going to go underneath just like that. All right, so I'm just going to take it, I'm going to pull this and just leave this one flat. So now I've got 2 pieces that are already molded. Here's number 4. So what I'm working on is this piece right here. So same thing, fold and fold. All right, glue. It's very, very important to get all the glue in there so that it's touching all the pieces, because we don't want these pieces not to be glued together. All right, just keep checking these to make sure that they're not flattening out. They really don't usually do that, but anyway, you can see them. They're in the picture right up here. All right, this is still wet. I'm going to take it, I'm going to cut it out, leaving a little bit of white edge. Good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to mold this one. So this is the way this goes, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the little white spots, and those are going to be the ones that are flipped up, and the ones that are going to be flipped down are the ones with the little creases in here. So if you take and you look at this one, I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to show you. You see how this kind of just goes together just like that? All right, and we will just keep molding this one. All right, I like to have lots of curves in there so that when it gets glued on there, it just has so much. That's what the flowers look like. You know, all of their beautiful petals, all of their curves. You know, it's just so pretty. We're going to do the same thing. Bend. All right, and then bend, and then let's start our gluing. Now we cut this one out right here. You see how easy this is? There we go. All right, so let's paper mold this little guy right here. All right, so that's this piece right here. So what we need to do is, this one's really going to go down and under, all right, because it's going to get nestled in right there. And then this one is really popping out right here. So I'm kind of bending it just like a little curve, all right? And then this one's going to go underneath also. So the only ones that are really curved are these 2 right here, all right? And then they're going to go right in through here, all right? So there is that one. And then we have our last one right here. All right, same thing. Bend and bend. And we're going to take and use our glue. All right, make sure that's nice and glued in there. And quickly cut this out. And then let's just bend this little guy. So this one right here is this piece right here. So I'm going to take and I'm going to just bend this up like that because that's where the white piece is, and bend this up where the white piece is like that. And see, wherever we've got those dark lines, those are the ones that are going to be indented. I can't stress that enough. See, just like that. We're going to start putting it all together. So we've got to work our way from the bottom up, and that means that we're going to start with the inside of the flower. So let me just grab my glue, the other side, and we're going to start by putting, you can put a whole lot of glue on, all right? Just add it, and it's going to work out perfect. All right, so there's my center. You see how it's already got dimension on it? All right, then the next piece that we're going to do is this little guy right here. And remember, I left that little tab on here, all right? So that is going to go right here. Okay, and that's going to go right over the top of this one right here. So the next one we're going to do is this right here. And that's going to go right over the top of this one. All right. Look at the dimension on this. I just want you to look at the dimension on what this is doing. It's just such a beautiful piece. It's so, so pretty. All right, now let's work our way the other way. So we're going to take this one and we're going to put a whole lot of glue on this. That's the little piece that's going to get tucked underneath here. All right. Oh my gosh, I hope you can see that. Oh, it's just, oh, in person it's even prettier. All right, so there's that. And we're not even done yet, people. All right, here we go. And we're going to add this one right to here. Oh, so pretty. Now this is still very wet, so we really do need to wait just a little bit for it to dry, and then we will start doing the Journey Glaze on it. Just bring in a plastic plate that you can throw away afterwards. You're going to grab your Journey Glaze. We're going to take and we're going to put a good sized dollop in here. All right, because we have to do all of this, plus we have to do the leaves, and we want to make sure it's really good. All right, so I'm just going to take, this is our spritzer. It just has water in it, and I'm giving it about maybe 6 or 7 spritzes. You'll know because when you go to do it, it's going to take and it's going to thin out. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too thin. This is just about right. So I did about 5 or 6 spritzes on about a quarter size piece of Journey Glaze. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully pick this up because it's not totally dry yet, but we're going to take and we're just going to start painting it with our Journey Glaze. All right, can you see what I'm doing here? I'm going to start from underneath so I have something to hold on to, and I'm really slathering it on here. The more you put on, the shinier it gets and the prettier it is. All right, so now I'll start on these layers. Get your sides. All right, and we're just painting this on. All right, and then I can't hold it anymore because I don't have anything to hold on to. So I'm just going to lay it on here like this and just slather it with the Journey Glaze. All right, so that one's all ready to go. I'm going to take and do my leaves now. There we go. So there's our first layer. We're going to take and just keep moving that around so it doesn't stick to the piece right here. And when we go to put this onto our base card, we're just going to take and lay this down here like this. I know this isn't dry. Whoa! All right, we're going to take and lay it on here like this, and then we're going to decide where we want our leaves. All right, so I do not recommend you do this while it's still wet, but I'm just going to show you how it's all going to get put together, and then I'm going to show you a few more samples, and then you're going to go try this yourself. All right, so here's the finished card. Here's the inside of it, okay? But now let me show you some pieces of jewelry. So you can take any stamp, and you can make jewelry out of them. Do you see how tiny and adorable that is? But there are so many little layers on this. Look at these pieces. These were done a very, very, very long time ago by a very good friend of mine, Kelly, and they were just absolutely beautiful. Do you see how the paper piecing is right here? Look at the paper and how it's all so molded. It's beautiful. And look at our butterfly. Oh, so pretty. Look at and these don't have, this one doesn't have as many layers. And then look at this one right here. So absolutely beautiful. All right, so that is my post for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and please give it a try because it is one of the most fun techniques I have ever done. It just makes paper come to life.